Mic check 1 2 1 2. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Steven, back with another video. Today's video, we're going to be talking about who I think should dethrone Roman Reigns for either the WWE World Heavyweight Championship or the Universal World Heavyweight Championship. Currently, he's the undisputed World Heavyweight Champion. And he hasn't been appearing on either Raw or SmackDown. He hasn't been on SmackDown in over a month. He's been taking breaks. He's been taking off of pay-per-views. And I just feel like he has to drop one of the titles, either the World Heavyweight Championship or the Universal Championship. And I'm going to give you guys some of the people who I think should dethrone him for either one of the championships or even both of the championships. Because we all know WWE wants to set up Roman versus The Rock at WrestleMania 39. But before we get into the video, make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to turn those post notifications on. And let's jump into the video. Cue the intro.
My ex-bitch said that I'm a dub, I called that bitch a clown. Girl, you was supposed to have my heart, but girl, you knocked it down. Bro stuck inside the den, cause we can't put our pistols down. Caught him on that block, he tried run when shots hit the ground. Retaliation for my brothers, it just won't stop. We dressed enough for picture that they turned to mugshot. We lost Shosha in his body, know them slugs high. His mama told him he gon' pay if he stand on that block. Call my Glock a rapper, that bitch spin rounds. Remo put a switch up on that Glock, it jump around.
Where you at, Bash?
I don't love myself, it bring me down. Oh yeah, we young and dumb, we used to fight and now we blicking niggas down. We do this shit for real, we young and dumb, hopped in that field. Shooting shit for real, he take action now.
So with the first guy I have who I think should dethrone Roman Reigns is Drew McIntyre. Look, Drew McIntyre I think is one of the biggest stars in WWE right now, but for some reason they kind of have him in the mid-card range. Like, you know, he was feuding for Baron Corbin for like I don't know how long, and now it looked like they were pushing for Drew versus Roman at Backlash, but then they stopped that. I don't really know what they're doing with Drew McIntyre, but Drew McIntyre is a main event caliber guy. We already seen a match with them at Survivor Series, so I feel like Drew McIntyre could be the perfect guy to dethrone Roman Reigns. And realistically, he's one of the few guys that can actually beat Roman Reigns. Like we seen, you know, Roman Reigns beat Sami Zayn and Riddle and those kind of people, but Drew McIntyre is an actual threat to Roman Reigns, and I feel as though they should definitely push for a Drew versus Roman. Maybe at SummerSlam, maybe at Money in the Bank. I would not mind seeing Drew versus Roman and Drew winning the championship. And I think this would be perfect for Drew because when he won the championship, it was during the pandemic. He never won the championship in front of the crowd. I think he would get a huge pop if they were able to do a Drew versus Roman. Now, they're both on SmackDown, so I don't know if they will move Drew McIntyre to Raw or keep him on SmackDown. I don't really know, but I do feel like Drew winning the title is realistic, and I think he definitely is a threat to Roman. And what the next guy I have is Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare. Look, I know Cody Rhodes, we have to give this man props. A Hell in a Cell, the fact that this man fought with a torn pec, he tore the meat completely off the bone, and he still fought and won the match against Seth Rollins. Like, that is a huge babyface moment for Cody Rhodes. And look, Cody Rhodes, it looked like he's going to be out for 9 months. I don't really see that happening. I think he maybe comes back maybe at the Rumble, maybe even earlier, maybe around SummerSlam. I don't think he will be out for 9 months, but we don't know yet. But I do believe Cody Rhodes could be a perfect candidate to dethrone Roman Reigns. Cody Rhodes right now, I would say, is WWE's second biggest star in the entire company. I would love to see Cody Rhodes as a championship. He does have a championship run in his contract, but because of his injury, we don't really know when he'll be back. Like 9 months, I unrealistically cannot see that. Like, that's so unrealistic, just because 9 months, that's going past the Royal Rumble, and I think even Mania, and I think WWE would love to have Cody come back at the Royal Rumble, win it, and go ahead and, you know, main event Mania against either Seth Rollins, Cody, either Roman Reigns, someone of that caliber. I just don't see Cody Rhodes being out for that long, but I think Cody Rhodes would definitely be a great candidate. I think you have to pit the World Championship on your second biggest star in the entire company. Next guy, we have up-and-coming superstar in NXT, Carmelo Hayes. Carmelo Hayes, listen, he reminds me of Shawn Michaels. I truly believe Carmelo Hayes will be the next Shawn Michaels. He has the charisma. He has the in-ring ability in the promo. Like, my God, he cut a promo. Carmelo Hayes will be a perfect candidate. That you could definitely, he would definitely be an instant superstar, because anyone that beats Roman is instantly a mega star in WWE. And Carmelo Hayes, he's different. I really like Carmelo Hayes. Do I see it happening? Realistically, probably not, but I wouldn't be shocked if he does. I truly believe he can legitimately one of the candidates, and I think he's a fan favorite to be Roman Reigns for either one of the Universal title. And I think right now Carmelo Hayes should be on the main roster. I think he should be on SmackDown feuding with Gunther for the IC Championship or something. I don't think he needs to be in NXT anymore. He's currently the NXT North American champion. So I think after his second run with the title, I think they should call him up to the main roster. Money in the Bank is right around the corner. Maybe including the Money in the Bank. Maybe he wins it, maybe he doesn't. I don't know, but I do truly like Carmelo Hayes beating Roman for either one of the titles, even both of the titles. I really don't know what direction WWE will go to. I do believe by WrestleMania 39, Roman would not have either one of those titles. And with the next guy I have is Austin Theory. This guy's been getting pushed to the moon by Vince McMahon. Austin Theory, to me, when I look at him, John Cena's the first guy I think of. I know he's a heel right now, but I do think they're going to turn him babyface sooner or later. I think if they had the match with John Cena at SummerSlam or even WrestleMania, I think he will turn babyface and be that top babyface for WWE. Austin Theory, I think he has everything you can want. He has the in-ring ability. He has the promo skills. I think there's a couple of things they need to change. His music isn't really that great. His intro music is kind of mid. I think they can work on that. But overall, Austin Theory to me is going to be one of the biggest stars in the company. I think he's one of the next mega stars for WWE. Him and Carmelo Hayes and a couple other guys would definitely be a mega star for the company. I like Austin Theory. Again, another guy I would love to see beating Roman for one of the titles or even both of the titles. I think the way Vince McMahon is pushing the man, if you're going to push him to the moon, give him a world championship run. The next guy I have, who probably won't, but I would love to see, is Gabe Stevenson, the Olympic gold medalist. I don't know what they're doing with him. They drafted him to Raw, and he hasn't made a single Raw appearance. I don't know if if the creative team is trying to do something for him or not, but Gabe Stevenson, they want to push him as the next big star in the company, and what better way to do it by him beating Roman Reigns for both of the titles. I feel like it's a long shot for Gabe Stevenson. They haven't really built him up or anything like that. It looks like they're going to make him babyface from what I've seen with his WrestleMania appearance with Chad Gable. So I don't really know, but Gabe Stevenson would definitely be an excellent candidate to beat Roman Reigns for either of the titles if they really want to build them up as that next, big superstar, even maybe the next Kurt Angle in the WWE. And the next guy I have is Seth freaking Rollins. Seth freaking Rollins is probably the most realistic guy to beat this, and I've seen a lot of people say, like, man, if WWE really wants to make this work, they can have Seth Rollins win Money in the Bank, then have Cody Rhodes come back at the Royal Rumble, wins it, then it's Cody versus Seth Rollins for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship or the Undisputed Championship if they have Seth Rollins having both titles. Seth Rollins, they had a match earlier with the Universal Championship with the Royal Rumble. They didn't really follow up after he, got beaten down. So I would want to see if they want to go back to that storyline and really, close the chapter on the Shield and Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. And I think Seth Rollins is overdue for a championship run. The last time he was champion was with the Universal Championship when he was babyface, which again, Seth Rollins as babyface just doesn't work for me. I'm not gonna lie. Like, when he won the Universal Championship as a babyface, I was like, he was kind of boring. He wasn't that visionary. He wasn't that guy. I think Seth is just a natural heel. So hopefully, if they do have him beat Roman, that he can still be that heel that we all know Seth Rollins to be. And the last I have is Braun Breaker, who's the current NXT champion. Braun Breaker, that is the next megastar for WWE. Braun Breaker looks like a prototypical guy for Vince McMahon. I think Braun Breaker, again, will be perfect for him to beat Roman Reigns and put him over as that next top guy in the company. But that's all I had for you guys today. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you slash that like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to turn those post notifications on so you can join Know the Gang. And I'm out. Peace.
They doubted me, man, I just wanna make it. I gotta keep going, I can't make time and waste it. Sometimes I wanna quit, no. I just wanna see my niggas fall. Bad environment. Where the young niggas look up the old heads, commit crimes and shit. No, I can't get my soul lift. Make them then buy my block, then I'm gon' flip it all again. Told her bro, they cool to live like us. They see some drugs and they gon' jump right out the guns. Man, I told all my little bros the streets ain't fun. A legend in the drag game, man, I can die with none. Don't wanna go outside or watch my back, nigga. It's still fuck 12, they just wanna go around and attack niggas. Man, I cut off the little hoes, they just distract niggas. Build up a stool up in my crib and just make tracks with it. You doubted me.